This video is going to show us how to solve for the variable. So here I have an equation. So this is going to tip you off to say that you know the answer, so the only thing you don't know is the variable. So what we have to do first is draw a line down the equal sign. This way I know which side is which. I'm going to identify which side the variable is on, which is this side. Okay. So this side. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to identify what numbers I need to get rid of in order to get the variable by itself. And that is 2. I'm going to identify what math operation is happening between that number I just identified and the variable. So this is y plus 2, which I know is addition. And then I need to identify the opposite, or the inverse operation, which is subtraction. So in order to solve this and to get rid of this 2 on this side, I need to do the opposite or inverse operation to both sides. So I'm going to rewrite my equation now that I know what I'm doing. So the inverse operation I already identified as subtraction, subtracting 2. So I need to subtract 2 from both sides. So y plus 2 minus 2 is y plus 0, or just y. 14 minus 2 is 12. And that's my answer. I could check my work by plugging 12 into this equation and making sure it still works. So if y is 12, 12 plus 2 equals 14. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 does equal 14, so I know I got it right. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw a line down my equal sign. I'm going to identify which side of the equation my variable is on, which is the left. This is the number I need to get rid of. I'm going to identify the math operation here as multiplication. So my inverse operation is division. And now I know what I need to do, because there's only one number I need to get rid of, and I need to divide. I'm going to rewrite this. 3x equals 36. So I already identified my inverse operation as division, so I need to divide both sides by 3. So 3x divided by 3 is 1x. Drop down that equal sign. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So now I have x equals 12. I could double check my work now by plugging this in to this equation. 3 times 12 equals 36. 3 times 2 is 6. 36. So 36 equals 36. I know I got that right. So this one's a little bit more complicated because there's going to be 2 numbers that I need to get rid of. So I'm going to draw my line down my equal sign. So this side is the side my variable's on. I need to get rid of 21 and 6. I'm going to do the same thing. Identify the math operations. That's addition. And that's multiplication. And the opposite is division and subtraction. When you have multiple numbers you need to get rid of, you need to figure out which one you're going to do first. And with this, like when you're solving equations and you're doing the order of operations, you need to do the inverse order of operations, which is SADMEP. So I want to do any subtraction and addition ones first, and then division and multiplication. So I know I'm going to get rid of this guy first and this guy second. So I've got 6x plus 21 equals 45. I know I'm getting rid of the 21 first, and I know that I get rid of it by subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 21 from both sides. 6x plus 21 minus 21 is just 6x plus 0, or 6x. 45 minus 21 is 24. Now I need to get rid of this guy. I already know how to get rid of it with division. So I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides. 6x divided by 6 is just 1x. That's an equals. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So I have x equals 4. I can check my work by plugging that back in. Okay, 6 times 4, that's 24. 24 plus 21, 4, and that's 45. 45 equals 45, so I'm all set.